Hi, welcome to my live Monday night. Welcome to everyone who's watching on YouTube, Facebook, etc. And I have a very special guest tonight. So I have Colleen Kirk, who is co-founder, and CEO of an amazing beauty brand called 3Graces Beauty. So Colleen, thank you for joining us to chat to us about green beauty. We love to have a little bit of it always feels like it's the kind of fun stuff to chat about, because I spend most of my working life and day and kind of mindset and coaching and nutrition and weight loss and doing all that. So it's just such a beautiful breath of fresh air to see you, so beautiful, coming on. And tonight, everyone who's watching, we're going to talk a little bit about beauty. So welcome. Why 3Graces? Why did you name it 3Graces?
Well, it kind of ties into the philosophy of our brand. So when we created 3Graces Beauty, there was two major things we wanted to do. My partner and co-founder has spent her entire career in nutrition with a focus on plant-based nutrition and developed many nutritional products for companies over the years. I've spent my whole life in the beauty industry as a makeup artist and a publicist. And we didn't want to just create any other brand. We wanted to create a brand that had some very unique ingredients. And so that's sort of what our brand is about, these nutrient-rich ingredients and botanicals. But for me, as a makeup artist and as a mom, I wanted to create a brand that I felt was safe for my daughter to use. And to also, I have a very different philosophy of beauty from having traveled so much. I spent a decade traveling to 42 countries doing makeup all over the world, from the Amazon to Prague to Paris to Singapore.
Wow.
And I have a very different perspective of beauty, because in the Western part of the world, we had this beauty ideal. But when you travel all over the world, beauty is very different. The ideal of beauty is very different. And I met thousands of women. I did makeup on thousands of women. And you'd see an average woman come and sit in your chair, and you'd do her makeup, and she would look great. But what was interesting is by the time I'd spent 45 minutes talking to that woman and she left, I would think she's the most beautiful person in the world. I've just met so many incredible women. And so that's where the grace part comes, because I think as women, we need to give ourselves a little grace when it comes to beauty.
Oh, that is the most beautiful thing. I'm just doing a little banner here because for our live here, because it's just amazing to have you here, and we want to have you. There we go. We're talking green beauty. So I love that. I love how you brought this idea of grace in. It's so funny when you said that, because I was just thinking that I remember when I was writing my fourth book, which Colleen will talk, because just before we went on live, Colleen said, in her company, she said, we all bought your first book. So that tells me you've been way ahead of the game in terms of green beauty. You were like at it way before anybody else. I would have put you in my book had I known. But when I was writing my last, my fourth book, I remember it being so on my mind, this definition of beauty. What is gorgeousness? What is beauty? What really is it? And you just reminded me of, I remember going to this store, and they had a hair, blowout station. And I just thought, I'll get my hair blown out. And the woman who was blowing out my hair, like you've just said, we got chatting. You know how you do as somebody who's doing your beauty.
Yes.
We were chatting away, and she said to me, I'm really unhappy with the way that I look. I don't like my face and everything. And I'm like, why? And she said, well, I just don't like my nose. I'm going to have a nose job. I will not be beautiful. I will not be able to accept myself until I have a nose job. And we were talking, and I just looked at her and I said, you are so beautiful. And I looked at her and I thought, and I think I even said to her, I said, don't do it, because it's going to change something that's so perfectly balanced and beautiful about your face. So even, I mean, you and I were talking green beauty tonight, but I love that we're coming in on this level of just, you know, it's about the graces, that she was such a beautiful person, you know.
Yes. And I think that is I love the beauty industry, but that's always been my problem. You know, I started in the 90s as a makeup artist, and it was very different then. I think the industry has moved now towards a more realistic side of beauty, and there's more talk about diversity and, you know, like loving yourself the way that you are, but it doesn't always back it up. And I think that with makeup, especially, you know, makeup is a tool. You can use it to transform your face. You can use it as a form of art. You know, when you do special effects makeup, but it shouldn't define who you are as a person. It should showcase who you are as a person. If you are a very outgoing, extroverted person who loves color and loves things that are vivid, awesome. But I think that a lot of times when you strip away that makeup, when I'd have people in my chair, and that's when the real insecurities would come out, like you said. And doing somebody's makeup is very intimate. You're right in their face, or you were pre-pandemic, and you get to know this person so well. It's like I used to joke and say I'm part makeup artist, part, you know, counselor, because you find out so much about people. They would just tell you everything. And for me, the greatest reward was like, you know, they would look in the mirror afterwards and say, wow, I never thought I could look like this. This is amazing. So I know it boosted their confidence, but the point of it was to boost their confidence, whether they had that makeup on, you know, or not. And so I think traveling the world and having a perspective of just working with women from, you know, of 100 cultures, really, for me, I wanted to try to personify that in a beauty brand, because I still think we're hard on ourselves, and I still think there's an unrealistic ideal of beauty out there. And I think there's still, you know, a standard. Like a woman would sit in my chair and say, oh, make me look like Cindy Crawford. And like, well, I'm a makeup artist, not a magician, but I'll, you know, I can certainly, you know.
You are you. Yes.
Why do you want to be somebody? And the thing is that that's the problem with the industry, is the subconscious messaging is, if you buy this product, or you buy this eyeshadow palette, or you watch this Instagram, you know, video, you're going to look like that. And that is not the case. So I think for young girls, my passion is young women, you know, these 13-year-old girls, and really wanting to teach them about individuality. And you don't have to look like everybody else. You don't have to follow the trend. And you don't, you know, it's just really helping them find a style of their own when they're young.
You know, it's so beautiful. By the way, your Colleen, your sound is it's going a little bit in and out. I don't want to freak you out because we can hear you, but it's going a little bit back and forth. I think it might be the mic. It may be in your computer. I wonder if you might want to try, if you're using external mic, you might want to try taking it out, and we'll just play with it and see if that's a little bit better. And if not, we can hear you, but it's just a little, you go in and out with the sound.
I've changed so much that my computer's tired. It's over it. Like,
yeah, your computer's like, you know what, just live with it. I know what these tech things are like. So, but you know, I'll tell you, Colleen, what I love about what you said, you know, my daughter is 19 now, and I've watched, particularly in the age of YouTube, Instagram, everything else, her grow up in that age. And I have to say that, you know, at an age when she went through the hardest time, middle school, you know, early high school, when it's really little girls just go through, and as a mother, you just, your heart breaks every other day for them, because they're just coming back, and you can see that they're riddled with insecurity and finding their place in the world and everything else. So what I found to be so beautiful was that Lola got to experiment in the quietness of her own room by looking at YouTube makeup artists and learning from them, and learning to have this beautiful, learning to make herself up in a way, not to hide herself, but as you said, to enhance herself. And that it was this creative outlet for her. And to see, and she would show me a lot of the videos that these makeup artists or different Instagrammers or whatever, and it was so fun to frame making yourself up as something that, as you say, in other cultures, is there's a little bit here, I think, in a little bit in the West, or certainly in America, of like, you're a better person if you're completely natural. Do you know what I mean? With, I don't wear any makeup and I'm totally good to go. And do you know what I mean? But it was lovely to see how that was not only a creative expression for her, but also it was a beautiful way for her to take herself through those years of insecurity, when she had the acne and the this and that, and she could do these beautiful cat eyes, and, you know, so I love that. I love everything that you're about, because well, there's an echo. Gosh almighty, that's me echoing now. I don't know what's going on. I should put my earbuds on while you're talking. I'm going to try put my earbuds on and see if I can reduce the echo a little bit. But Colleen, tell me the story and the philosophy. So tell everybody what 3Graces is, so that it's makeup and skincare. So let's dive in. You can all look at it online. Catherine has put the links in for everybody. 3Graces, what is 3Graces, and what are the beautiful products that we need to know about?
Well, we started with a lip gloss at first, because as a makeup artist, I started down the path of color. And then last year, when the pandemic started, I decided to pivot, and we moved to do our skincare products first. And there was a couple of things. One is we had so many incredible ingredients that we had been researching and looking at the clinicals and the science behind them, that we wanted to get them out there. So we launched 5 skincare products late last year. And now this year we'll be expanding the color line. So the way that we approach skincare is a little bit different. I'm kind of the less is more philosophy, because having worked with thousands of women, I know that it's exciting to get a bunch of products, and we all subscribe to beauty boxes, and we have 50, jars on our shelfie, but it's not sustainable for most women. Most women who are disciplined skincare users want to know, what do I need to use? How do I use it? And I want to know that the ingredients in it are going to work, and I'm going to get the results that I expect. So our products are very multitasking. So we currently have a cleanser, a serum, a facial oil, and a lip scrub and lip treatment. And so what we've done, like in our serum, is we choose 2 or 3 high-powered botanicals or nutrient ingredients, and so that the product performs a couple of different functions. Because some women have the time to layer 9 serums on a day, but most women do not. And we want people to be able to see a result and it to be easy. If you're somebody who loves self-care and you take the time, you're more of a nurturing personality, we have the products for that as well. So we've just selected very unique combinations of these ingredients and put them in specific products to achieve certain results. So in our facial oil, one of the things we're really focused on that has just become talked about is the skin's barrier. Because no matter what you do or what you put on, if your skin's barrier is compromised, it doesn't matter. Your skin's barrier is crucial in keeping the good stuff in your skin and keeping the bad stuff out. And for years, we've been worried about sunscreen and sun exposure, but actually environmental pollution is a big thing for skin. So it's one of the biggest aging factors. So that's our philosophy, very targeted skincare products, very multifunctional, all clean, no fillers, no harmful ingredients, cruelty-free. We're Leaping Bunny certified. And it will be our same approach to color. And color is going to be a little more difficult because the clean beauty, the ingredients and things available are just now coming available for color, like they are for skincare. So our lip gloss was the first example of that because we were the first company to use moringa oil as a key ingredient in our lip gloss. Because moringa oil there's just like, it's the magic oil. It's incredible.
Okay, so Colleen, hold that up to the camera,
what?
will you? Will you hold the lip gloss up to the camera?
So this one, I don't know if you can see the writing.
Yeah.
This is our coral, and it says, "Rise up, take courage, do it." So that's the grace part of the brand. And then this is the lip gloss. So these are highly pigmented lip glosses. But what we did is we took color pigments, sustainably sourced color pigments. We put them in a base of organic jojoba oil, so it becomes a very rich liquid pigment. And then we infuse it into a serum. So the serum has the moringa oil, Kapangan butter. It's a whole complex of ingredients that are very beneficial for the skin. What's interesting is we test marketed this product for a year all across America. And the one feedback that we got was that women, they would love the color and the gloss, but they said, I love how my lips feel afterwards. Even after the color is all gone, my lips just feel amazing. Like I can't be without it. And so the fusion of color and skincare will always be the focus. So all of the color products that we're developing really come from a skincare perspective, because I think that everything you put on your face should have a benefit to it. Whether it's
absolutely.
color.
So how many different colors are there in those? And hold that up again so everybody can see, right up to the camera, a little bit higher. There you go. And that one is, and how many different colors are there, shades are there in that?
We have 7 colors right now. We'll be adding more this year, but these 7 colors are very important because they are the basis of what all our entire lip range will be. So these are the 7 colors that I use the most as a makeup artist. And it's interesting is, you see makeup artists, they have these giant kits full of product, trays and trays of product. For me as a makeup artist, I rarely carried more than maybe half a dozen colors because I'm a mixer. I have lots of hours of color training, and I started my career working for the first custom color cosmetic company. So I'm very adept at blending colors. And so what I took was the 7 most universal colors that I would use all the time, no matter if it was a neutral makeup, full glam, whatever. And it covers the range. So we have 2 nudes, our light nude, and then a pink nude, which outsells all of our lip glosses 3-to-1. It's the most popular color.
Okay, so wait, hang on a second. So stop there, because this is for everybody who might be wanting to, purchase one. So we've got the nude and the pink nude, correct?
And the pink nude, if I can.
Okay, that's
I'm
the
so
pink
bad at
nude.
this.
Beautiful. So that's the
Very
pink
cool.
nude, and then there's a nude. Now, different color shades, different color complexions, skin tone. Would you say that the nude and the pink nude can work for everybody, every skin color?
Yes. So from the most beautiful woman of color that we've tested this, we sent it to them and had the music. And the reason is there's 2 things when it comes to color. There's undertone and there's intensity. So undertone is whether it's blue based or it's muddy or it's gray or it's yellow undertone, like in a foundation. And then intensity refers to how much pigment is in it, how opaque it is when you put it on. So all 7 of these are what we call a clear neutral undertone. So that's why our coral is very popular, because it's a true, if you looked at a color wheel, it is a true coral color. It's not muddy, it's not blue, it's not orange, it's neutral. And so they work universally across skin tones. And then you can control the intensity by how many layers that you put on. Or you might use a lip liner first and put extra pigment in your lip and then put the gloss on.
Right.
But we found that across all spectrums and skin tones and colors, our lip glosses, people.
Colleen, what color are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing pink nude with a lip liner. It's my favorite lip liner. You're going to laugh. I've worn it for years. It's a very inexpensive one from, I think in the States, you get it at Walgreens. It's called, it's Jordana. It's the best rose that I have found. I'm not a big fan of really expensive lip liners because I don't, it's there for a purpose. So I use it. It's like a pinky berry color, and I line my lips, and then I blend it in, and then I layer the pink on top of it, the pink nude.
It's
my
beautiful.
favorite.
Everyone was wanting to know. It's absolutely lovely. So everybody go and look right now for the pink nude. Go and get yourself one of those, because it is absolutely stunning. And I think what Colleen is saying is that don't spend a ton of money on a lip pencil. Go for a brand that you're not spending a fortune on, because you can just sort of blend it in, a nice sort of gentle rose or something like that. We've got some questions here. Okay, so I just want to ask you something that is interesting that you said about the color, because you're so into color and everything as a makeup artist. Interesting, Colleen. When I'm on the set, the TV set, we would often, as on TV, the makeup artist would often say, bring your own color. We'll do everything else, but bring the color that you like most, particularly when you're on a lot. And so we would all bring our own favorite shades. And I remember bringing a couple of shades in, because I was sort of flip-flopping all over the place, well, this one, that one. And I remember my makeup artist, who was just brilliant, would say, she said, Sophie, that this one, and this one has a bluish undertone to it, and therefore it's not going to work on camera. It's just going to look too bluish. And I was like, really? From my eye, that looks like pink. And she's like, no. And that's the first time I learned about these undertones. And it was a big pivot for me. It's in terms of lip color. It was like, oh, so now it's so interesting, isn't it? How it works so differently on everybody. And for me, I like more of a I like the pink nude. And then there are some people who like, more of a coral. So questions here. We've got, by the way, for those of you who are sort of just joining us, I'm here with the beautiful Colleen from 3Graces Beauty. It is a very green, healthy, we've got ladies who are on, Colleen, who are going through cancer treatment tonight. Oh, yeah. This is a green leaping bunny certified vegan, fully gorgeously green approved beauty brand. Colleen was in this right from the get-go. When I was writing my very first book, Gorgeously Green, goodness knows how many years ago, in 2008 was when it launched. Colleen was already doing this. She was ahead of the game. So it's a beautiful brand. Some of you have already gone to the website. I'm getting texts and everything going, oh my gosh, these look amazing. So the lip colors are absolutely beautiful. Somebody said, again, Catherine's just put in the link for the pink nude. Colleen, yes, and everyone's saying you're absolutely beautiful. You are on the inside. And then what about you don't do foundations, do you?
They're in the works, and we're developing them. We're hoping, it's, as you know, Sophie, so my partner and I, we started this brand and we've done it all on our own. no funding, no financing. We're bootstrapping it because I want to own everything. I own all my formulas. Like, I can have complete control. So this year we will get the color line done, and we're going to be doing a foundation that's a combo foundation skincare, somewhere between a CC cream and a foundation, but we'll have all the good stuff in it as well. So I'm hoping by September we'll have foundation.
Well, we'll have to have you back as soon as you get those in, because we want to talk to you at length about that. Somebody asked, what about if they have a very pale complexion? What would be one of the colors, the shades that you might recommend?
Well, again, the pink nude looks good on everyone. Sometimes what you could do is take the light nude, which is a flesh tone color, it really is a skin color, and use it. The best way to adjust a lip color is through a lip pencil. Yeah. So what you might do is get a lighter pink lip pencil, line, fill in just a little bit, and then put the nude on top of it. And my niece is a redhead with the most alabaster skin. Like this poor girl could not find a foundation for years. But she'll wear bold color, but she wears the pink nude and it looks great on her. She wears both of them. So.
Okay, great. Perfect.
And if you get it and you don't like it, you can send it back and we'll switch it out and send you another one. So no problem.
Oh my gosh. Do you hear that, ladies? So you can get it. If you don't like it, you can send it back. And that's amazing, amazing offer. And particularly in this day and age with COVID and everything. And as you can see, woman-owned company, just keeping it all just in, you're doing it all yourself, just putting all this together with your beautiful expertise. And so, you're the kind of brand and company that I really, really like to support, Colleen. And, I know that it's no mean feat to get the Leaping Bunny certification, that's one. You've got to jump through hoops and everything to get that. So that's absolutely lovely. Linda wants to know what shade if you have yellow undertones in your skin.
You can literally wear any of them. I probably wouldn't. You might not like the bright pink, but the poppy is a clear undertone, bright red color, like a reddish color. When you wear it just with one swipe, it's not super dark. You can wear pink nude. Pink nude goes with everything. The poppy is another clear undertone that's quite beautiful. And if you like coral, the coral is fantastic. It's the beachy. It's the Malibu beach coral. Truly, it is.
There you go.
It's
so funny, isn't it? How everyone is just so different. What you like, it's like Catherine and I.
Oh yeah.
Literally, we are diametrically opposed, Catherine and I, in what we would the lip cut shades that we would wear. Completely. Maureen says, do you have any small trial sizes I'd like to try before I buy? She's frozen for the moment, Maureen.
Oh, here I am.
There she is. She's back.
Oh,
are we frozen still? No. Carry on talking. I'm just going to jump in and answer because you've gone a little. Just try answering Maureen about the trial sizes.
Okay.
Go on.
I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. The question is, do you have trial sizes? Maureen likes to try before she buys.
Oh, we don't currently have them, but everything is 100% money back guarantee. So if you don't love it, you can return it.
There you go, Maureen. And you heard also, Maureen, what Colleen said. She said that if you get it and you don't like it, you can send it back and they'll exchange out and give you a different color, which is so generous. So just go have a look at those shades, see what you think, everybody, and just have a really, good look. But again, the nude or the pink nude, I think you're pretty much going to be safe. And if you're buying for Mother's Day or something like that, then you can be pretty safe. If I was buying for my mother and almost every mother I can think of, I would probably go with one of those two shades just to be safe.
Yeah.
So tell me about the product. What is your hero product, skincare product, the one that you're most excited about right now?
Well, I think the one I'm most excited about is our facial balm. And it's actually a face oil. And about 2 years ago, I had this idea because I thought they would be coming back. Because when face oils started showing up on the market again, most of them were illuminators and they had like pearl or a shimmer to them. I'm sorry, most women my age, Gen Xers, we don't want a shiny, silvery face. But so
just saying, we can do that. Yeah.
Just saying. So I wanted a very nutrient-rich one. So the facial balm that we have, that I created, has got French plum seed oil in it, moringa, and sea lavender.
Could you lift it up so we can see it? You lift it up a little higher. Ah, there we go. Okay, so it comes in that little bottle.
There you go. So it comes in a little bottle right here. The Restoring Facial Balm.
Right.
And it says, be the light that shines in the world, because it will make your skin very glowy, but not shiny. There's a big difference. So this oil, and you can see I'm just going to put it, it comes a little dropper. You need like 3 drops. So it's got the moringa, it's got the French plum, but the sea lavender that's in this, it comes from French Polynesia, and it is marine, like a plant marine extract, and it's known for its microcirculatory effect on the skin, and so it's good for circulation. It's got calming properties to it. It's very, very nutrient rich. But when we talked about the barrier, that is why facial oils are so beneficial. Is you put it on, your face isn't greasy, you put it on, you smooth it in, let it smooth in for a little bit, and it will soak in. But what it does is, this is the most effective, they're very nourishing, but it's the most effective type of product for the skin's barrier. So we're going to be shooting a video showing half of a face with foundation after we've used the balm, and the other side with the regular moisturizer. You cannot believe the difference. This makes your skin not shiny, but it makes it like glass. So especially if you have very, very dry skin and you put your makeup on and then you notice 4 or 5 hours into the day, your makeup's kind of gone.
Yeah,
because your skin, it's sucking the moisture out of whatever products you have on, and there's nothing left. So the thing about the oils is the finish they put on the surface of the skin. They hold all of that good stuff in. They are amazing barrier protection. And under foundation, they are, especially if you like to wear a heavier foundation and you don't want it to be cakey, facial oil is your friend. So it's a great product for that.
So that's a product that we would use. That it's the facial balm.
Yeah. Facial balm.
Facial balm, and it's a light oil. And would you use it morning and night?
Use it morning and night. Now, if you live in a very humid climate, like a Florida, and it's, you might wear it only at night. What's interesting is that people that have oily skin love a facial oil, because, as opposed to a cream, because your skin kind of knows the difference between water hydration and oil hydration. Usually people that have oily skin, even though they overproduce an excess of oil, they actually are dehydrated. And so it's the balance. It's how the oil is made and how it absorbs into the skin. So you can use it morning and night, or at night. In the wintertime, especially where I live, I use it year round where I live. If you're in a very humid climate, then at night, and it's fabulous in a facial, put oil on, a little heavier application, put a warm cloth over your skin and let it just soak in. It's amazing.
So would you say that that's the change your life product?
Yes, because I finally made, I'm the kind of person that I make products that I can't find on the market. So this started because my skin was so dry and I was putting on serum and then a moisturizer, and I'd be filming all day, and you would think at the end of the day, with all the lights and everything, at the end of the day, it's like my makeup completely disappeared. And I wear a lot of foundation when I'm filming certain things. So I couldn't find an oil that didn't have shimmer in it. And I didn't want shimmer all over my face. I just wanted the feel and the benefits. Instead of saying I put it in and now I can snap my fingers, that's how quickly it absorbs. It's very lightweight.
Oh my gosh. All right, everyone's saying you've got flawless skin, which you absolutely have. So what I would, if those of you who are watching, if there's 2 products to try, kind of like game-changing products, I would grab you a facial balm, the bottle that Colleen has just shown us and described to us with those, very unusual ingredients.
The little 3 Graces, yeah.
3 Graces, and it is the Restoring Facial Balm. So grab you a bottle of that. It would be a great Mother's Day gift to get a bottle of that and a beautiful lip as well, a beautiful natural, because then it's just beautiful, natural gift. And both of those things are going to make you feel absolutely lovely too. So Colleen, is there anything else that you want to share before we hop off tonight? Anything else that's sort of important that you want to say from your heart, either about the products or the brand or the message that you really want to get out to my community?
Well, I'm so thankful for the opportunity because, I'm a little bit of a fan. Since I read your first book, I just think we're on a mission to really create a brand that intersects health and beauty, but really puts the focus on giving yourself grace, whether you don't care about aging, or you really care about aging, or you just want to take care of your skin and, be healthy. We created these products that, are multifunctional, will do the job, they're safe, but it's mostly about the philosophy, because I think beauty is the great connector. We women can always start a conversation over a lipstick. And I think that's the idea, is that we start conversations, and every one of our products has a positive, inspiring message on it. Just to remind you, like our cleanser says, find joy in every day. It's just to remind you how valuable you are. And you're enough, and like you're perfect the way that you are, and to just use makeup as a way to showcase what a great person that you are.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
that is beautiful, as are you. Absolutely beautiful.
I wanted to show you one last thing. I don't know if you can see my hand here. This is when you see the light, this is the same color. And what I did, this one is one application, and this one is when you add an extra layer. So the glosses layer in the intensity. So don't be afraid of the color.
Wow. And what I love about these is I love that it's between, it's like between a gloss and a lipstick. And so, and I love also what you said is don't be afraid of it. Because you can play with it as Colleen said, we can always have fun over a lipstick or a lip gloss, right? And therefore have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. Play with it. Play with a beautiful lip pencil. Play with all of those different aspects of it, and just have a lot of fun.
And no risk. Yeah. If you don't love it, I will say that one thing we're very proud of. We have never had anybody return a lip gloss. We've had them exchange the colors, but people don't return the lip gloss. So, and I think it's the serum benefit, because even if they're not crazy about the color, they love the serum.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
But we'll exchange it for you. So yeah, no
they are
problem.
absolutely outstanding. It's an outstanding product, and your skincare is absolutely beautiful, simple, intentional, and outstanding. And you are beautiful, simple, intentional, and outstanding. As a business owner, as a woman, thank you for coming to share your beauty in every respect with us. And ladies, go try them. You've got you can go look, there's the link. Oh, don't forget the code, everybody. Yeah. So the code is green 30. Green 30. Catherine's put it in there. So use your code green 30, and you really want to make sure that you make the most of that. And grab you some lip color, as Colleen has so generously said. If you don't like the color, she'll exchange it. And grab yourself, definitely the facial balm, because that is going to change your life. I knew we were talking about this before, and Catherine was going, oh my gosh, it's an amazing, amazing product. So I'm really excited about that. So go use that, use those codes, and ladies, have fun. This is a time now, it's the spring for most of us here anyway, in the Northern Hemisphere, and things are opening up, and we're beginning to lighten up and have some fun, and hope is around the corner. Oh my God. And so with that, let's just have fun also with our beautiful skincare and our makeup and fun lipsticks and lip colors. And it's just, I love talking about it.
It makes us happy. We can never have enough lip color. That's the golden rule. You can really just never have enough.
Never have enough. Yeah. You are absolutely wonderful. Ladies in my community, thank you so much for joining us. And let us know if you have any questions. You can leave any questions for Colleen or I in the comments underneath this live. We will get back to you and answer your question. And so any questions for Colleen, please do not hesitate, because she will answer your questions. And I love you all, and I will see you in a week. So bye-bye, everybody.